What's up, guys? About to start game 20. Um, Taking on the Pacers here at Indiana. Thanks for coming by. If you're just uh, first time through on my channel, please subscribe, or I mean follow, and enjoy the season with us. Thanks for watching.
Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to have you with us. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, joined as always by Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. For Indiana, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. These two teams got a little history going on here, Shaq. Am I out of line for thinking there might be fireworks tonight?
These are the games you look forward to. Both teams are ready to go. No need for a little silly pep talk from the coach. Just roll it out, let them go to work. Plenty of motivation here, Ernie, even a little bit of bad blood.
Yeah, when that's the case, Shaq, are you going out to settle a score?
I'm going out to do some pushing and some shoving. Gonna be some furniture moving tonight, Ernie.
Oh, in here too. Hey, let's go to Kevin Harlan.
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Hawks here looking to pick up one on the road before returning to Atlanta. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
I think for the Hawks, they've looked really strong here in the early going. They seem like they've come together really nicely as a group, and you can see the confidence with this team.
Yeah, and the league's taking notice. I mean, they're more than capable of beating any club in the league right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Hawks, millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. Here's Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert, the big dog, number 55 for the Pacers, is 7'2", and is a little too big for king-size beds. Every time the Pacers go on the road, he has to take along a special inflatable mattress that he likes to sleep on. The downsides to living large.
For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Sacramento.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Hill with it. Last time out, he had 14 points. Back to West. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here is Korver. He had 13 points in the win against Denver. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. And Horford, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford's got his first points of the game.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. It's back to Hill. Feeds to Stuckey. Hibbert with a screen for Stuckey. Inside to Hibbert. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Horford. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Now here's Teague. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
And he gets it to go.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here is Hill. Right now averaging 15 points a game. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. We talked about the keys to this team, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Paul Millsap is one of the most versatile forwards in the game, a natural power forward, but he brings some small forward qualities as well. He's a heck of a player, and he's developed that three-point shot to round out his game.
And Millsap able to score facing up or with his back to the basket.
Yeah, inside and out. Reversible clothing is Paul Millsap, and he's a handful. Now, he's an undersized forward, but he can make the three. He's physical. He can get to the line. He's got a number of crafty shots. This guy is really, really underrated as a player.
These 2K Blazers we wear, they're reversible. You didn't know that, did you? Huh?
Not until just now.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Hill against Teague. Millsap a screen on Hill. Here's Teague. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
The Atlanta Hawks with relatively new leadership in the front office, and the team is going in more of an analytic direction. Head coach Mike Budenholzer from his time in San Antonio, certainly well-versed in that approach as well.
And you look at this new direction for the Hawks. They're definitely fond of elite shooters to space the floor, and they've looked for players who can defend the pick and roll. So a commitment to high-efficiency offense and denying that type of offense by the other team is really what you see this team trying to build towards. And Mike Budenholzer, their coach, comes from the San Antonio Spurs way of playing and thinking, and you can start to see some of that imprint on this Hawks team.
Now Teague. George Hill missing on the 3. Korver dishes to Horford, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And so it's Indiana with it. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Scola sets a screen for Stuckey. Hill has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. And Stevie talked about floor space. With Horford gone, the Hawks played 5 three-point shooters in their starting lineup.
And that matchup gave the Pacers all kinds of trouble in the playoffs. The Hawks took them to 7 games despite their vastly different records over the regular season. Well, last season the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. They're in the top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
Well, Clark, you look at the low attendance numbers for the Pacers in years past from 2007 to 2012. They averaged the 2nd worst in the league. I think that surprised a lot of people.
It really did. It surprised me and the rest of the organization as well. Yet that corresponds with the seasons that the Pacers actually dipped below 500, and there wasn't a lot of promise on the horizon. With the Pacers winning now, and from what I hear, the TV ratings are also over double. Actually, I know the TV ratings for that
Isn't that
team.
something?
Have doubled up since 2012, so things are headed in the right direction now. David West is a tough man's man at power forward, who also possesses a lot of guard skills. I mean, for a player his size, he's one of the best passers in the game. He can put it on the floor, and that jump shot of his from out to about 17, 18 feet is money. He's a laser from that distance and can occasionally splash that three-pointer on you too.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And West, able to post up or face up, maybe at his best facing up, where that mid-range jump shot is among the best in the game.
Now here's Teague. He's got 6. He dishes it to Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Korver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Because David West, with great range on his jump shot, he can even make a three-pointer in a pinch.
Yeah, he's a consistent three. He doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he can make them. I've watched him in practice, and he can knock those down. And in big moments, he'll step up and knock down a 3 every now and then for you.
Now here's Teague following the miss by David West. Horford the pass to Korver. Millsap kicks to Horford. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Hill dishes to Stuckey. West a screen on Teague. Here's Stuckey. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
What's up, Thor?
Here's Teague, averaging 23 points per contest. Here's Carroll. He's guarded by Hill. Horford. Teague against Hill. A nice shot by Teague.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Stuckey. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well. A little confusion defensively.
Well, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Been playing any of your franchise, man?
Well, they fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, and you could see what the win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Well, they deserve to get a little emotional after that one, Steve. I mean, come on now. It's usually going to be that way when you claw out a tight win in overtime. You got to show some emotion.
Now here's Teague. 8 points for him. Korver. Good.
There you go,
They've
Korver.
set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Hill. 9-point game. Stola kicks to Stuckey. Horford against West. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here is Korver. He has 6. And Millsap, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Now here's Scola. They trail by 9 points. Stuckey up top. Outside Hill.
Dang, 41-9. That's pretty daggum
Kick
good,
out
man.
to Hill. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer grew up around the game. His father coached high school and college basketball for 25 years, and Mike got into coaching pretty much immediately after graduating from college. Sounded like a guy who knew what he wanted to do.
Teague with a clean look. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Stuckey with it. Picked up by Teague. Stuckey into the lane. Hill passes to West. too long on the shot.
I think I'm
And
12
Coach
and 7.
Budenholzer, two-sport athlete at Pomona, golf and basketball. Also graduated with a triple major in Steve politics, philosophy, and economics. It sounds just like you at Arizona.
Oh,
Similar,
shoot.
only different. You know, shortly after college, Budenholzer actually took over as a video coordinator for the Spurs, and that's where his career took off. He ended up spending 19 seasons alongside Greg Popovich, winning 4 titles, and now here he is coaching the Atlanta Hawks.
Now here's Stuckey, following the miss by Paul Millsap. It's
Oh,
good.
come
Through
on.
contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Allen's checked in for West. Watson comes in for Hill, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Hill.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
There you go.
Here's Sloan. Kicks it to Scola. And there's the feed to Stuckey. Great pass to
Almost
set up
had
the
it.
lay-in. Stuckey's got 9. And I know Clark, the Hill well. George, an Indianapolis native, played collegiately at nearby IUPUI.
And Kevin, going now in his 4th season with the Pacers, exactly the kind of support starter you want as a contending team. He's rock solid, really
Mike
defends
Scott
his
hitting the
position
J.
well, is steady. I'd like to see him be more aggressive in looking for his own offense.
And Sloan kicks to Watson. Screen by Scola. It's blocked.
Nice
Take a
block.
look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Here's Schroeder looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a good screen. A chance to extend the lead to
Come
double
on,
digits,
man.
but it's no good. Stuckey dishes to Allen. Back to Stuckey. Pass to Sloan. Indiana moving the ball around. Stuckey kicks to Sloan. The dish to Watson. From deep. Here's Allen. Scola trying to break free. Allen's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 8. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Scott can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense.
Yeah, he
One
had
of
to
the best
test his
three-point
hot
shooters in the league.
shooting there, I
The
guess.
key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The
Little
defender
side
has
note
be
to the
all
game,
over
Kyle
him with a
Korver
hand
got
in
hurt
his
in the
face.
last game, so
Here's Sloan.
had to cut his minutes down a little bit and put Jenkins, give him some minutes.
Now
He
Watson.
don't play much anyway.
Indiana again missing. Here's Schroeder. Right now averaging 5 points a game. The pass to Bazemore. Goes up on the wing. Scola with the rebound.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure. he
Yeah,
was
me
gonna
too,
knock that
man.
down.
Here's Sloan.
I like blocking
Still
dunks, but I don't
warmed
like
up
them getting blocked.
offensively. No
Okay.
buckets yet in the game for him. Shot to end this cold run.
Well,
Oh,
probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw missing. The Pacers making a switch here. And he's good on the second. Dishes to Scott. Passes it to Bazemore. He kicks it to Jenkins. Beyond the arc. No good.
come on, Jenkins.
Here's Watson.
Yeah, right.
No good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Hawks on top, leading by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Hey, man, you get a chance to check out my YouTube. My last game went to overtime. Look at the Jeff Teague shot I got on there.
Tune in this Friday night. Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Be there.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown. Well, to get those big in-conference wins, you've got to be able to adjust mid-game, and the Hawks did that very well last season. A lot of runs for them in the third quarter of game.
Donald Sloan out there with Watson. Then there's Solomon Hill. Then there's Lavoy Allen. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pacers 5. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sloan. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And for the Hawks in the East, guys, finished as the 8th seed in part because of their ability to adjust after the half.
Yeah, they'd end up with 20
There you go.
in the conference, but a lot of them came from their ability to come out strong after the break.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, David West is one of the most consistent guys in the entire NBA. Not only with his production, but with his demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said, West has poise and composure. He's our
Get it out of here.
There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
Here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. And Jenkins kicks to Ontic. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers trail by 7. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Sloan passes to Hill. And here's Watson, averaging 8 points a game. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Welcome to the
Here's
broadcast
Schroeder.
if you just
He
come in.
feeds it to Bazemore.
Oh,
It's rebounded by Indiana. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
Watson. So he gets
Come
the
on,
whistle.
Scott.
Contact
Quit
on the way
bailing
up
him
and
out.
2 shots coming up.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, but he's also an underrated defender.
Free throw drops for Watson. And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice backup.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. You know, a player who spent a little time in the D-League out of college and now has really solidified his place as an NBA player.
George Hill's checked in for Indiana. Now here is Horford. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Denver.
And a phenomenal showing on the boards. His rebounding was a huge factor.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Horford's got 6 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively. See the shooter, Kyle Korver. Let's take a look at some of his numbers. How his last 10 games have gone, averaging 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him. Playing right at the level we expect.
Yeah, we've seen him play better, but those are still numbers that are pretty superb by any measure.
One thing the teams know when they come to Indianapolis is that points are not going to be easy to get. The Pacers, Clark, you know this very well, play very tough D here at home.
Yeah, the pillars for that team have been defense and rebounding the basketball. That's who they are, and that's how they play.
Here is Korver. 6 points for him. Shoots it up. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brand in the posts. Defended by Allen. No good from Brand.
Pacers really built around defense. And here in Indy, they are just relentless with their pressure and ability to contest shots. It's why they led the league in home wins last year.
Hibbert with a screen for Hill. Inside to Hibbert. Rebound by Elton Brand. The Hawks leading by 4. Now here's Teague. 8 points for him. Over to the wing. Horford against Allen. Now here is Horford. Defense right on him.
Well, on paper, only Chicago played better defense at home than the Pacers did. But the Pacers are what you would call an elite defensive team. And it's really apparent at home when the Pacers typically would shut teams down in a big way.
Now here's Allen following the miss by Al Horford. Plenty of space. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Watson. And Atlanta has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. T kicks to Korver. Brand dishes to Korver. Carroll for 3, and that one's good. Carroll's got his second basket of the night.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Indiana making some changes. West is checked in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for C.J. Watson. Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta. Now here is Hill. West a screen on Teague. Stuckey kicks it to West. Rejected by Millsap. Teague with the ball. 8 points for him. Pass to Millsap. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Now here is Hill. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And don't forget about their three-point shooting, too, because that could be a major factor here tonight.
Here is Korver. He has 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So Paul Millsap has said he doesn't feel undersized anymore with the way the league's going, but more emphasis now on spreading the floor, so Millsap fits in easier. He can always find somebody to guard.
He hits the second from the line.
And for Millsap, frankly, his height has really never been an issue. I mean, this is a guy who was a big-time rebounder throughout his days in college. But even though he's only 6'7", that 7-foot wingspan helps, and he's strong enough to hold his own with most forwards in the league.
The Hawks leading by 3. Outside Teague feeds it to Millsap. He dishes it to Carroll. There's a screen into Horford. It's stolen by West. Now here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. And Hill throws it down.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Here's Millsap following the score by Indiana. The 3 from Korver, and that one's good. Korver's got his 3rd bucket of the night. No question, guys, that Millsap can rebound and defend the power forward position with the best of them.
Yeah, you remember he led the NCAA in rebounding all 3 of his seasons at Louisiana Tech. So this guy has a nose for the ball.
Now here's West. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Now here's Teague following the miss by David West. He was all alone on that one. And now a 7-point Atlanta lead.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
It's back to Hill. 6 to shoot. Horford with the block.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Outside Hill. There's the feed to West. West draws the double. The drive by Hill. Back to West. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Well, Steve, George Hill starting at point.
What's up?
Maybe
Welcome
more
back.
of a combo guard than a true point. What do you think?
Well, yeah, no question he's a combo. Career average of only about 3 assists. So he's not a classic point guard. And a lot of people have argued that the Pacers need more of a playmaker. But I like what Hill brings to the table. Defensive-minded, smart, a team guy. Oh, wow. What a play. Oh, this is getting ridiculous.
Watch
they can't
out, George
possibly
Hill.
keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
Pacers trail by 9. Kicks to Stuckey. Pass to Scola. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate.
And here's Korver from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Absolutely
Korver's on fire for.
Teague against Hill. Stuckey into the lane. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
There's the dish to Horford. Nice ball movement here by
Oh,
Atlanta.
my.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Pacers trail by 10.
2 minutes.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. The pass to Hill. Hill against Teague. Now Stuckey. 9 points in the game so far. Stuckey with another miss.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Carroll passes to Teague. Here's Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Nice.
That's 10 points for Millsap.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Scola dishes to Stuckey. Outside Hill.
Good rotation on D there.
Back to Stuckey. The
Oh,
baseline
good
jam.
defense.
Stuckey with another miss.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. T kicks to Horford. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pacers trail by 13. Hill drives in. On the wing, Hill. Dishes it to Stuckey. Tries to snap the cold streak. Al Horford with the rebound.
Good board.
Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here is Korver. 12 points for him. Passes it to Horford. Elbow shot is on the way. And he
Nice
gets that
shot.
one to go off the front iron. Horford's got 8. Here's Hill. Can't get it to go.
Good first half
That'll do it
there.
for the first half. Hawks lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Look at Korver, 7 assists. Serious. Holy cow.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
But again, that's what I like about this team.
Now the Hawks were in a bit of transition
Teamwork.
last year.
It's not about one player in particular. Now, sometimes Teague has some big games.
And that's always hard to do. They were very average away from home this season, right in the middle of the playoff time.
Mainly comes through the offense.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at center.
Unless it's at the end of the game, he's been Mr. Clutch
and
in
it's
here.
Teague in at the point. He kicks founded by West.
And with Atlanta on the road, they didn't really play too terribly, but they just didn't close out games away from home when they needed to.
Oh, my God.
Korver, no luck.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
Well, it wasn't a shot, I
mean,
promise
come
that.
on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Hill passes to Stuckey. And here's Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Stuckey. Guarded close. And he gets it to go.
Can't really do anything about
Stuckey's
that.
got 13.
You know, winning on the road is often about the little things, and that's where Atlanta came up a bit short last year and why they ended up with only 14 road wins, the lowest of any playoff team in the East.
Outside Teague. Carroll dishes to Millsap. And that one is
Nice, up and
hammered
under.
home.
How about that? Breaking
What's
out
up? Welcome to the broadcast.
Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, an up-and-down season for the Pacers in 2013-2014. Hot out of the gates, they faltered down the stretch amidst some finger-pointing and accusations of selfishness. The ball seemed to stick, and their offense bogged down. David West said at times we play a bad
on a
brand
mission.
of basketball. Guys, we'll see if they can get back on track.
Their defense is top-notch, Doris. Offensively, that's where they have to improve. And Clark, going back to the Pacers offense, how do they make that improvement?
Well, you know, we saw it back in the finals, Kevin. Great passing
obviously
is the key to
hasn't
outstanding
practiced
offense,
his
whether
free
it's
throws.
bringing in more playmaking or making it a focus. They've got to find a way to get the ball moving.
My.
And I really think it comes back to
Come
guys
on, man.
being willing to get rid of the ball quickly and know that it'll find them if they get open again.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
West against Millsap. West kicks to Hill. Launches a 3. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Hill. Hill's got 9.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Korver. This one for 3, and that comes
Look
off
at
the
that.
assist by Jeff
5
Teague.
for 5.
He's got 15.
Or,
His
sorry,
shooting's been
5 of
outstanding.
6.
Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And the Pacers call time here.
Well, you talk about some of the all-time great shooters in NBA history. Kyle Korver has to be on that list. Last year, the league leader in three-point percentage again.
LaVoy Allen's checked in for the Pacers. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And for Kyle Korver, he already had led the league in three-point percentage back in 2010 when he set Clark the single-season record, over 53%.
Yeah, he's also led the league in three-point makes as well. He's done it in free throw percentage, too. You get the picture. This guy is an absolute dead-eye shooter. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Carroll. Teague, a screen on Hill. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Hill dishes to Hibbert. Indiana moving the ball around. Hibbert with a screen for Stuckey, and he gets it to go. Stuckey's got 6 in the quarter.
He's having quite
somebody's got to get
guys.
over it.
Shooting the ball extremely well.
T kicks to Korver. Feeds it to Millsap. Millsap a screen on Stuckey. And Teague has it in the corner. Into Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Carroll passes to Korver. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 9. And it's Hill penetrating. Back to Allen. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good.
Come on.
To the line. And some changes here for the Pacers. Watson comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Hill. And then for Atlanta, Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Teague. Top the key, Bazemore. All sorts of time. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Sloan. Poke loose.
There we go.
Break here. Here come the Hawks.
Showtime.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And Watson has it in the corner. He dishes it to Sloan. Watson kicks to Sloan.
What's up?
6
Welcome to the
shoot.
broadcast.
Watson with it. Baseline J on the way. Rebound Atlanta. Scott's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Oh,
Carroll
man,
with
come on.
the 3. No luck. And Indiana will come the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
I'll be anxious to see what ends up happening with that Clippers game. Should be a good one.
Allen outside, out to the wing. Here's Sloan. That one a little long. The Hawks leading by 8. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
You're not a
right there.
follower.
They're
Be sure
taking
to click
advantage,
the follow
Clark,
button.
of
I
a team
appreciate
that
it.
looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, you wondered how things would go for the Pacers after they had a hiccup mid-season. Had to call a players-only meeting.
And
What's up?
did
Welcome
so
to the
very close
broadcast.
to the playoffs, Kevin. This team struggled because of its
Halfway
youth
through the third
in
quarter here.
handling the extra scrutiny and the burden of expectations, and it took them a while to kind of figure it out, and weren't quite as good as they wanted to be during the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Easy layup after coming off the pick. Sloan's got 5 now.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Ontic dishes to Bazemore. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Allen left side. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
And Bazemore kicks to Schroeder, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Screen by Scola, and Sloan kicks to Scola.
Get it out of here. What the hell is he doing?
Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Inside. Here's Carroll, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tacked a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bring it down hard, my brother. To the paint. Stripped it away. An even 3-on-3 break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
Pacers trail by 10. And Sloan kicks to Hill. Scola sets a screen for Hill. And Scola, here we go now. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
So the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's Schroeder, the feed to Bazemore. They set the pick. Kicks it to Antic. That's good.
Nice.
Through contact on the shot, so he will go to the line.
Teamwork there.
A 3-point play chance here.
I like all the Hawks players. They all have a
And some
they'll
stats
fit
here,
to
guys. The
team.
scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They're all
Another
not
thing
great
they've done
at all,
tonight
but
well is share the ball.
each have
So
their own
many of their
skill
points
set.
have come off of good, crisp passes.
Especially like right now, I got the bench here
Here's
except for
Sloan.
Carroll.
He's got 5.
They're handling business
Screen by Scola.
so far.
Off the screen. Sloan shot is off.
Especially
Great
Scott. I
defensive
like Scott down
anticipation
low.
there to challenge that shooter.
And he can even hit the 3, which is a plus.
Here's Schroeder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Bazemore, and power
And then
down the
Bazemore, the
champ.
high
You know,
flyer.
how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Now here's Allen. He's got 7. Scola kicks to Watson. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Sloan, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Sloan's got 4 points in the quarter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You have to give the Hawks a lot of credit for what they did last season. They knew they were going to lose some players and have to hit the reset button and recalibrate a bit, but they did so quite smoothly.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jenkins checked in. Carroll passes to Scott. Carroll dishes to Scott. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Scott's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pacers trail by 13. Well, for the Hawks, it's been 2 years of big names like Joe Johnson and Josh Smith leaving. But Steve, they still remain competitive.
Well, they always seem to have a backup plan in place for whenever a star player leaves. And really, this has been the plan all along. The foresight.
And
to
as you see,
create
Jenkins is getting in
space
there
and
because
picks and
Korver
cap room. They're trying to build
nursing an
something
injury.
special here. And of course,
so
it
I
takes
don't
time.
want to overuse him.
Pass to Bazemore.
Oh, my.
That's good. Bazemore's got 10 points in the game.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well,
What's
their
up? Welcome to the
energy
broadcast.
is lacking. And they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Outside Hill. Here's Sloan. He has 7. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Pacers 4th.
One of the benefits of keeping the other team's point totals low is that it takes some pressure off of your offense. When you can hold the team below their normal output offensively, that's some...
Hold on a sec. Alright, check out the box score so far. Look at 17, 15, 12, 10, and 10, and 8. And then Scott was 7.
defense
Total
and gives you a
team
better
effort.
chance to win.
The Pacers making a change here. West is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jenkins. And he makes both free throws.
A lot of pressure and expectation last year for the Pacers in the playoffs. No longer were they an underdog or a feel-good story. They were expected to make a deep run.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Carroll kicks it to Bazemore. On the wing, Scott takes the three. Shot scored.
Look at that.
Scott's got 10 points.
He's on fire from out there.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Sloan
5
passes to
players with
West
10 points.
to the left wing. Picked by West. Sloan dishes to West. Shoots from 14. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Such a solid
Those German
performance for them
assassin, as I call
inside.
him.
Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The Hawks have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And Indiana making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. And Sloan kicks to Stuckey. Picked by West. Stuckey drives inside.
Dang, Millsap's got 4 already.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw, good, Stuckey.
You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Korver. And Bazemore kicks to Schroeder. Offline.
Well, good 3 quarters so far, 87-73.
Will make it tough to come back.
Again, a great team effort.
Top, leading by 14.
Korver hitting a 3-point shot. He's hit 5 already, so that's good. Scott surprisingly hit 2.
Wednesday, December 10th, James Harden and the Houston
Good overall
Rockets
game.
go up against Stephen
Teamwork.
Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Don't miss out.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
The Hawks leading by 14. Down low, West and Hibbert. George Hill out there with Rodney Stuckey. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now the dish to Korver. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Watson, the pass to Hill. From 11 feet away, Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Outside Teague. Millsap a screen. Bazemore dishes to Millsap. Horford uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford.
I gotta play that again. That was good. As you're gonna see, this is there's gonna be a pick and roll. Basically backdoor pass. You gotta admit, that's pretty, even for like a video game. Wow, that's really cool.
He's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Hawks. Pacers trail by 16. Hill kicks it to West. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Hibbert hits the bucket.
He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
Outside Teague. Millsap a screen on Hill. Teague kicks to Millsap. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Horford.
Man.
And the officials whistle a foul
one.
on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Al Horford saw last season come to an end after completely tearing his right pectoral muscle. This only 2 years after a similar injury to his left pectoral. And such a terrific player, you certainly hope he can find a way to stay healthy.
And Horford, the Hawks' longest tenured player, Clark, probably their best player when you take a look at their entire roster. They're a different team with him healthy.
No denying that, Kevin. And with the new front office revamping the roster, going for more financial flexibility, he's the talent they've chosen to build the team around.
Shot clock at 6. Hill drives in. Pulls from the top of the key. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. Back to Teague from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. West setting the pick for Stuckey. It's West with the drive. Shot's good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Hill against Teague. Millsap a screen on Hill. Teague's it to Bazemore. And here's Korver from the arc. Hibbert pulls it in. Pacers trail by 18. West setting the pick for Hill. Lets a floater go.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
And the Hawks making a change here. Carroll's checked in. He throw good, Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert really an all-around contributor at the center position. An elite rim protector. He can pass, post up, and even knock a shot down from the high post. He really does a lot of things to help you win.
Carroll for three. It's rebounded by Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Oh, well.
The first free throw is good.
So far in the game for Hill, he has 8 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them? He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast.
Millsap a screen on Hill. Teague dishes to Millsap. Hill against Teague. Lock at 6.
Millsap,
Carroll passes to Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And that one falls for Paul Millsap. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pacers trail by 15. Hill kicks to Hill. Atlanta with the rebound. Millsap's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
That's good. And so Teague with the assists. 15 points for Paul Millsap.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark.
Solid double-double here.
Fantastic game last time out.
Hill dishes to Hibbert. Outside Hill. Stuckey up top. It's Hill on the wing. Indiana again missing.
Again.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Teague the pass to Horford. Not enough on that one as it misses.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Outside Hill. And it's West in the corner. Stuckey outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. For 3, Hill. Again missing Hill.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with
Horford 13-9-1. That's good, too. Good stat layout there.
And there's the pass to Carroll. Here is Korver, fended by West. Carroll with the 3. The offensive rebound. Dishes it to Teague.
There we go. Another rebound.
Back to Horford. Pass to Carroll. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Korver. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
What a performance from Millsap here. 11 rebounds and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
Millsap a screen on Hill. Teague kicks to Millsap. The tray. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the call will be against Jeff
Blocking
Teague.
foul, come on.
That's his third foul of the game. Steve, you were general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
Korver kicks to Teague, releases, and he hits the jump shot. And the Hawks lead by 18.
And by the way, that's 8 assists for
to set up that play.
Kyle Korver.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Stuckey. West setting the pick for Stuckey. Good on the three-point shot. Stuckey's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Daggum
Boy, that was
Stuckey
a
time.
rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Teague kicks to Millsap. Teague against Hill. Teague dishes to Korver. Teague the pass to Korver. And yes,
Look
sir,
at
that one
Korver.
drops.
He's
Now,
a
they'll take
man
as
down
many
there.
of those high percentage shots as they can get.
Look at it, 56%.
Pacers trail by 17.
Got to be one of the best games this season so far.
Hill kicks to Stuckey.
And in case this is your first time watching,
Hibbert with
this
a
is
screen for Stuckey.
how I do
Inside to
things.
Hibbert.
Realistic is you can
Lets the three fly.
pretty much get.
Stuckey can't get it to go.
I doubt you'll see anybody on the internet.
The
that
Hawks have
plays
gone
as
6 of
real as I
13,
do.
so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Not being cocky, it's just,
Millsap a screen on Hill.
it's hard to do.
Teague dishes to Millsap. Fires, high post. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hill's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Stuckey. The drive by Hill.
Foul him if you got it.
Shooting for Indiana, Solomon Hill. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Hill.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Both free throws good from Hill. The Hawks leading by 15. Outside Teague. Feeds to Korver. Carroll for 3. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast.
Shooting for Indiana, Solomon Hill.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hill. Now Teague. He feeds it to Millsap. He dishes it to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. And Millsap, here we go.
There we go. He's going.
Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
LaVoy Allen's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Free throw drops for Millsap. Both free throws good for Millsap.
He's been having a tough game from the free throw line, but finally he gets it done.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Stuckey right side. Baseline try. That's good on the jump shot. Stuckey's got 15 points in just the second half.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
And here is Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague.
Nice.
No good.
Shoot.
And Indiana will go the other way with it. Hill kicks to Stuckey. Teague against Hill. The kick out to Hill. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
Another good look there, and that's his 2nd three-pointer of the game.
The Hawks leading by 10. Horford with a screen on Hill. Teague kicks to Horford. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game Horford's been having, he's got 10 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
Not the time, man. Not the time.
And the second free throw, good. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Stuckey left side.
Don't leave him open.
The feed to West. Turnaround Jay.
No.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. West has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Out left to the wing. Teague left side.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like nothing.
Oh, and they called a loose ball foul on Horford. You gotta be ashamed of yourself, ref. Come on, man. Millsap gets pushed in the back.
Brings them within 8.
Okay.
And so Stuckey nails both of them. There's 1:17 left in the 4th. Here's Teague,
Look at
and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Make sure and keep that lead
That's
up.
doing some skyscraping.
And we're talking about a point guard there, Kevin. He can really raise up.
A flashy pass, monster dunk, whatever it is. I mean, this guy's got the versatility to do it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
Millsap a screen on Hill. Teague kicks to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Millsap.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
On the wing, Hill from outside the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
There we go.
They led the game at 1 point by 20. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Teague with the ball. Horford sets a screen for Teague.
Nice.
Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, pretty unlikely to dig out of this hole, but you can't think that way. You got to just play it possession by possession.
That'll do it. 3 in a row now. And thanks for watching, and remember the realest simulation basketball is always played on Watch Play Entertainment. Please be sure to subscribe and follow me on Google Plus at Watch Play Entertainment, and my YouTube is Watch Play Entertainment as well. Thanks for watching, guys.
For an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Well, I'm here with Paul Millsap. And Paul, you really delivered tonight to help the team. What goes into a game like tonight where you put up such a tremendous stat line?
Man, forget the line, man. I'm just glad we came out here and we played our hearts out. It's a good team we played tonight, but we stuck with it and we fought it out and won the game.
Great job by you, Paul. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap.